enabled a poll. So if you would like to engage in that poll, let us know what your top feature is that is interesting you the most. Go ahead and let us know there, and we will go ahead and get started here momentarily. Just peeking over into that chat. We have folks from all over the globe. I see someone's asking how Warren Buffett is doing, and someone says he is busy selling. Yes, love to see the chat here. We have folks from all over Montreal, Vegas, baby, London, England, Austin, Texas. Brandon says Huskers. Yes, we are definitely Go Big Red here in Nebraska. This is your third session, Brandon? Thank you so much for being a returning member to our session. So I love to see that. Thank you so much for being here. All right, well, given the time, we are going to go ahead and kick off here. So I'll go ahead and turn down our music, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And we're going to go ahead and kick off. So I see a few of you are hopping in. Just a quick introduction of myself. My name is Delana. I am coming to you live from Omaha, Nebraska. So right in the middle of the United States. And I am so excited to be here with you to go over our premium features that are going to help you as a leader on our platform. So best ways to leverage those premium features. So let's go ahead and dive on in, take a peek into what our agenda is going to look like for us. All right, so today we are going to be together about roughly 45 minutes from start to finish. If you do need to hop off early at any time, please feel free. That is okay. You're not going to disrupt the group by any means, but you are going to receive a recording after we close out today. So you'll get an email from us. Be on the lookout for that. It should be to your emails within the next 24 hours. So just be on the lookout for that. There will be some amazing resources there as well. So let's go ahead and take a look into our session. So today we are going to be really diving into it's going to be very specific to our business leaders on the platform. And I just want to let you know that our team does offer various premium plans as well. I'm going to just drop this link into the chat. So if you would like to explore any other opportunities, you do have that in the chat. And then our team also offers additional webinars. Sounds like we have some of you on the call that have been to our other sessions, which we love to see. Highly recommend to check that out. We have sessions from learning how to set up your profile for success, or if you're looking to job search, we have sessions specifically for those types of topics. So I'm going to add that link into the chat here as well. All right, so let's go ahead and have a deeper dive into our agenda. So today we're going to start by discussing the power of LinkedIn and how that can benefit you as a premium member. We're then going to showcase how to gain expertise, build that credibility, and showcase your personal and professional brands across LinkedIn as a leader. We're then going to continue with that live demonstration, showing you everything in action, and then we will wrap up with a live Q&A at the end. For the Q&A, if I could ask a favor, there are many of you on the call today, which is so great to see, and one of me. So if you could add any of those questions into the Q&A, that is going to help me out. And if you see any questions that you have the same answer or question to that have been added into that Q&A, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It's going to upvote that question, so it lets me know that there's more than just one person on the call with that same question. All right, how does all of that sound? Go ahead and give me a reaction. That's kind of the lay of the land today, what today is going to look like. And we'll go ahead and kick off. I do want to add our email address into the chat. Premium_onboarding@linkedin.com. That will go directly to our team. If you have any questions anytime, please feel free to reach out to us there. All right, perfect. Well, let's go ahead and dive on in. We're going to first talk through the power of LinkedIn, that network of yours, and what that means to you. So, LinkedIn is the largest online network globally, connecting you to now over 1 billion members. And experienced leaders, such as yourselves, can access and produce industry specific content, such as producing newsletters. We have over 220,000 newsletters on LinkedIn, and over 123 million members are subscribing to those newsletters. We also know that connecting with influential peers and growing your network is very top of mind. 18,000 connections are being formed every single minute. So you can see how that is so beneficial to growing that network. And think about all the connections that are being formed just as we've been on this call together. Leaders can stay updated on industry trends, expand their reach, and solidify their personal and professional brands. Next here, we're going to introduce you to James. So James here is a senior director that best utilizes LinkedIn Premium to stay in touch with his professional network. He is very eager to use the LinkedIn platform to build an audience community, maintain that professional reputation, all while staying relevant with his skills and his knowledge. So let's go ahead, take a look at this next slide of which top premium features I would recommend for James to help him accomplish his goals on LinkedIn. And hopefully you can all relate to this in one way or another. Now, starting off with our first feature I want to call out and highlight is our Who's Viewed Your Profile. Who's Viewed My Profile is going to allow James access into their extended version of profile viewer history, up to the past 365 days worth of data. Now, this can be extremely beneficial as this is going to give him the option to message, connect, or follow those profile viewers. Now, as James is not actively looking for a new role at this time, it's always great to be proactive. So with Premium, you have access to an exclusive list of jobs where you are considered as a top applicant. And I know some of you on our poll we launched at the beginning. Many of you did choose top applicant jobs. We're going to show you coming up in the demonstration where those are at, but you have that exclusive list. And so as James begins to browse through these positions, we can begin to understand on a deeper level by looking at what's included in those insights. What are those top skills it takes for that role? Are you a good fit? So all of those great insights there. Staying up to date with professional skills is also very important to James. James does have unlimited access to LinkedIn Learning with Premium. So this is a great way to stay current with those ever evolving leadership skills there is to offer. Another top feature I would recommend to be utilizing is our AI powered tools, specifically calling out those profile AI enhancement tools. This is not only going to save time in James's already busy schedule, which I'm sure many of you can relate to that busy schedule, but it is also going to increase his visibility to his profile by having that complete with those keywords. Another great way to increase visibility is to have that premium badge turned on. This is a simple setting to activate, but by turning this on, you are going to see a 4 times increase in profile views. And lastly, to increase your visibility, I would be recommending James to post content to his network. This is going to establish that credibility on the platform as a leader, as well as grow his network and increase his visibility on LinkedIn. Now, speaking of creating that content, I want to share some best practices when it comes to creating content so you see that success through when you're sharing your own content. So, the first one we have here is share consistently. This is going to pay off in the long run. This is going to help you build relationships and a habit around the content you're sharing. And we also recommend setting up a content calendar. This can help you stay accountable whether you want to post monthly or weekly, even posting daily or weekly, we have seen increase your engagement activity and profile traffic increases by 2 times compared to just posting monthly. So if you have the bandwidth to post daily or weekly, absolutely put that into your content practice there. I'm also going to share with you a link to a resource that talks through best times to post content on LinkedIn. So, what time of the day is best? And I find this extremely beneficial to have in your resources here. So, just drop that link over into the chat there. Next we have is content matters. So, be sure to share quality insights, fresh perspectives based on your knowledge, any expertise or observations you're noticing. You can also use your post analytics to see what is resonating, and we'll show you where you can access those. Also, be sure to post on timely, trending topics that are going to get members talking. We also can include video or photos. So, posts with images or rich media definitely draw members in and bring your post to life. You can @mention members. So invite members to participate in your conversations. @mention them in your post. This is going to help your post get shared and seen by members you want to hear from. Also, be sure to engage in to start or join a conversation. So be sure to respond to those commenters. When you are posting content, it is just as important to be active in those comments as well. So definitely make sure you're engaging in those comments and responding back. And lastly, use relevant hashtags. So you can use hashtags on your post to indicate what your post is about. Members do follow hashtags, they're searchable, and it helps your content become discoverable. One more resource I have for you today is I want to share is a LinkedIn for Creators page. This is where you can learn more about creator tools and additional best practices. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that link over into the chat as well. All right, so we are at my favorite portion, the demonstration, where we're going to see everything happen in live. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off my camera so that way we can have a nice full view of our demonstration screen. So I'm going to go ahead and get that set up. If you have any questions so far, go ahead and let me know over in that Q&A, and we're going to kick off the demonstration here in just about a minute. All right, if I could ask a favor, could you give me a reaction that you can see Steve S.'s homepage? That would be wonderful before we kick off here. All right, perfect. Thank you so much. Getting reactions. We are good to go, looks like. All right, so we are now going to begin the demonstration. So this is Steve S. We are going to be using this test account for our premium demonstrations. So we're going to get to see everything we've talked through in action today. And we kind of have it broken up into 3 separate segments. And so our first segment that we're going to walk through is really going to showcase how you can enhance your credibility as a leader on LinkedIn. Now, we are going to be moving through things pretty quickly through the demonstration. So, my recommendation for all of you is to watch the screen today. And then tomorrow, you are going to receive that copy of the recording. And so, that's going to be a great time for you to plug and play on your own time since there's many of you on the call today. I just don't want you to lose track of where we're at when we're in the demonstration. So just wanted to call that out. All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and kick off with our first segment, which is enhancing your credibility as a leader. So while we are on our homepage, I want to showcase one of the ways we just got done discussing is sharing that content and posting regularly. And so right at the top of your homepage, you're going to see where you can begin to post. So if you click into start a post, you can begin to share your thoughts. So I'm just going to add in a little example here, and maybe all of you will post the exact same thing here after you attend today. But so you can see we have our message here, we have our hashtags added in, and then with premium, you have that benefit to rewrite your message with AI. So if you're looking for a little bit of a rewrite, a different way to word things, you can click rewrite with AI. In a matter of seconds, we have a brand new message. You always can undo, go back to your original, and give us feedback as well. Now, if you want to craft up your message and post for a later time, you can click on the clock icon and click schedule for later. So you can schedule your posts when you would like this to go out to your network, or you can click that post immediately option. Now, another opportunity, if you're looking to post more long form content, is to click on Write Article. Now, Write an Article is going to take you into where you can start crafting your own articles. And this is going to give you the option to share this out with your connections, your followers. You can also share these through other social media platforms as well, such as Facebook or X. So this is another great way to get visibility to your LinkedIn profile. Now, remember at the beginning, we talked through those statistics on newsletters. This is where you can create those newsletters based off of your articles. Under Manage, you'll see the opportunity to click into Create Newsletter, and this is where you can begin to craft that newsletter. Newsletter title, how often you would like to publish, newsletter description, highly recommend to add that image or logo. This is going to increase engagement, and a couple of other call outs below, and you'll go ahead and simply click done. Now, here are some pro tips as well when it comes to best practices with newsletters. So I just added that link into the chat as well. Next, we're going to go ahead and hop over to Steve's profile. So I'm going to click the me icon and drop and select View Profile. Now we are over on Steve's profile. So after we have posted our content, I had mentioned earlier on, you can access those analytics to see how that content's been performing, or if you want to make any adjustments. Within your analytics section on your profile, you will see your number of post impressions. So if we go ahead and click into here, this is where you can kind of see how your content has been performing. You can change the date or the timeline. You can also change between impressions and engagements. And down below is going to show you those top performing posts. So if you see a post performing way crazier than another post, maybe take a look through and see what has changed versus the other, and kind of take note, and you can adjust your content strategy there. Okay, let's head back over to Steve's profile here. We're just going to click back here. And your profile, this is going to be the best place to keep your network up to date on what you've been accomplishing, any volunteer experiences, what skills you're continuing to learn. Those are just a few to name off. So it's important that we are keeping our profile up to date as best as we can so we can give a great first impression to those viewers. The first thing I do want to point out is this gold icon. Does anyone know what that gold icon stands for? You can go ahead and let me know in the chat there if you'd like. All right, looks like yes. Awesome. Yep. So you are all correct. So LinkedIn Premium. The gold icon, you are all so good. So the gold icon stands for you are a premium member on LinkedIn. If you're not premium or you have this turned off, it will show as a blue icon. And so let me go ahead and show you how you can activate this feature. To the right, there is that pencil icon where you can click edit. And at the top, you'll see your premium badge option here. click that little down arrow, and this is where you can toggle this to on. Remember, at the beginning of our session, we did say when you have this turned on, you will see a 4 times increase when you have this activated. Right above, it's going to give you that opportunity to activate your open profile. What this does is this is going to allow anyone on LinkedIn to reach out to you for free. So let's say someone who's looking to network with you would like to reach out to you, but they do not have access to premium or those in-mails. This will allow that member to reach out to you with that free message. Now, moving down a little bit on our edit intro page, we're going to make a stop at our headline option. Now, you can use this premium feature here to assist you in creating your headline as well as your about section on your profile. And your headline, this is going to be one of the first pieces of information members see about you. So this is a great opportunity to add personality or aspirations. I kind of like to I kind of like to say that your headline for your profile is kind of like your appetizer to the main course of your profile. So you really want to grab their attention, make sure that is a great appetizer to what you are offering on your profile. Lastly, on our edit intro at the bottom, we have our custom button feature for you. And this is going to give you the opportunity to add a custom button to the top of your profile. This is going to make it easy for those profile viewers to know where next steps are, where they can go to visit, whether you want to display your store or portfolio, or to easily have members book an appointment. If we click book an appointment, you are going to have the opportunity to link your calendar, making it easy for members to book an appointment and kind of take a look when you will be available to speak with them. So this is a new integration into this premium feature. It is powered by Calendly. And when you do have this activated, you will see a 2.4 times increase in traffic to your profile. So let's go ahead. We're going to head back over to our profile here. And just to call out, this is where that custom button is going to live, is that right at the top of your profile here that I'm circling around. Next, we're going to showcase that about section. So just like we talked through with our headline, you also have that same option to rewrite your about section utilizing AI. So it's going to pull those specific characteristics and insights from your profile, giving you a great inspiration to utilize for your about section. You can also add right below to display your top skills that you want to be known for. So definitely think back on that professional brand of yours. What are the skills that come to mind? What are those first top 5 skills? And be sure to add those here. We'll go ahead and click save and head back over to our profile. You'll see your about section has been updated as well as those top skills. Another great feature to really increase that profile visibility is your featured section. Now, if you do not have your featured section listed on your profile quite yet, you can always add that from the add profile section. But the featured section is going to allow you to showcase or pin any important information and details from your profile. So it is moved up to the top of your LinkedIn profile. And it's a great way to highlight those important details that you want your profile viewers to see first. Reese, if you are not seeing the custom button along with any others on the call, if you're running into that issue, you may have Premium Career as your premium subscription. The custom button is only going to be available for premium business subscribers and above. So that is an exclusive feature for premium business. So that may be what is happening. And if you want to upgrade to premium business, feel free to always reach out to us to our email and we can always talk through those steps too. Yes, you are so welcome. All right. Lastly, on our profile, I want to call out is how to activate any type of services that you offer on your profile. How many of you on the call offer a type of service? Go ahead and give me a reaction. I'm going to show you, if you have not yet, how you can add those to your profile so you can be proactively searched for those services you offer. Okay, so perfect. Yep, there's many of you on the call. So you're going to click on Add Profile section. Underneath your core section here, we're going to click into Add Services. So this is going to give you the opportunity to start setting up, add your settings you would like to add to your profile. So at the top here, we can integrate this into our custom button. So if you want to add this as a custom button option to display your services that way, you absolutely can. You can also have service requests being matched to you proactively with premium. You also can add those services, up to 10 services you offer, and tell us a little bit about those services, your work location, pricing, all sorts of settings below here. Be sure to go through those and then click Save. And you will see you now have your services section. So now when members go to search for project management or business consulting, Steve is going to be pulled up in those searches, and members can proactively reach out to Steve to work with him. So as a recap of our profile section, these are just a few ways to best utilize our premium features to increase that profile visibility, all while maintaining that professional reputation. Now, the next set of features we're going to show you all are going to be best ways to identify and impact particular audiences that matter to you. So these are going to include who's viewed my profile, private profile browsing, and unlimited searching. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Let's go up to our first one here is we're going to click into our who's viewed your profile. And so we can access this directly into our first one here, where we can see the number of profile views. So once we're inside our who's viewed your profile, this is going to give you an insight look into who is showing interest in your profile. You can adjust the time frame. It automatically defaults to 90 days, but with premium, you can go up to the past 365 days. Here at the top, you're going to see a graph. This will show you the number of viewers in that time frame, as well as additional analytics. So you have a highlights and a detail section in that drop down. You also have some amazing filters to utilize in here. So if you want to break it down by interesting viewers, companies, maybe you're interested in partnering with a specific company, you can get in touch with a member who may have viewed your profile from that company. And you have additional filters as well. Down below is going to show you those individuals who viewed your profile. So you can click and view that member back as long as they viewed your profile publicly. And you can use these action items on the right-hand side. So it makes it very easy and seamless to utilize the who's viewed your profile and who has been clicking in to view your profile, showing that interest, as well as a great way to build that network as well. Now, you may come across a few members where you may not be able to see their full name. They have chosen to view privately, such as these 16 members in the past 90 days for Steve here. And this is due to member privacy. Those members have chosen to view profiles privately, and we have to respect that for everyone. Everyone has that opportunity, how they'd like to set that up. So if we click on learn more here, this is going to just have a nice breakthrough of what the differences mean. If you click on the settings and privacy, this will take you to your own settings on how you'd like to set up your viewings for yourself. So we'll go ahead and share that link into the chat. That's kind of a long link there, but that takes you directly to this learn more option here. Okay, next we're going to transition gears here and we're going to perform a people search. So to start a people search, I'm going to simply click into our search bar at the top of our profile. And I'm going to click enter on my keyboard or return. And that will take us into our overall search page here. I'm going to now click on people. We have many tabs. So if you are looking to people search, post search, products or jobs, you have that opportunity here. We are going to be showing you how to do a people search since you have that unlimited people browsing with Premium Business. All right, so we're going to go ahead and conduct an example of how to utilize the search and just give you a couple of call outs on the search results here. So our example, we're going to showcase we're going to open our filters here. So we have a nice view of all of our filters on the right-hand side. You'll see you have filters on the top here as well. These are going to be the most commonly used filters. And the actively hiring one, this is a new premium exclusive filter where you can search for any members that are actively hiring on the platform. So if you're interested in looking into a position for any role, any job title, or a specific one you can search for, it's going to pull up individuals that are hiring for that exact role. So you can reach out, start that conversation, and so forth. So let's go ahead and conduct our search here. We're going to go ahead and pull up our location. We're going to go ahead and use New York for our location. Current company, LinkedIn, and let's go ahead and do, we're looking for members who offer that service, such as business consulting. So let's go ahead and click show results. And we have 13 results back. So based out of New York, they are currently working at LinkedIn and they offer the business consulting service listed on their profile. You can see how easy you are pulled up in those searches when you have those on your profile. So now we have our results back, 13 results, and we can now begin to look at these members. We can use our action items on the right-hand side. Now taking a look at the information in the search result, you can see if they have premium by that gold icon. So it really grabs your attention to want to click and view their profile. You can see how I called out that headline is one of the first pieces of information you do see. You can see that right here at the top. And those services they provide, and there's that custom button that follows them throughout the platform. So let's go ahead next and click into Todd here as an example. So after we have gone over the search results, done our research, done our homework, we would love to take a look into Todd's profile. And after deciding, we would love to reach out. So we're going to go ahead and click into message. Now, an InMail. This is a great way to get in touch with a member if you don't have access to their phone number or their email. And by using InMails on LinkedIn, you're going to see a 3 times more effective rate than a cold call and a 4.6 times effective rate than an email. So be sure that you are using those InMail credits. In this example, we are using a free message, so no InMail is needed. Does anyone know why an InMail would not be needed if we're not even connected to Todd? Does anyone know that answer? I'm curious if we know. This group seems to be pretty on fire today, so would love to hear from you. So we're utilizing. Yes, yep, absolutely. Happy to explain. So we would not have to use an InMail in this case since Todd has their open profile turned on. Yes, correct. So anyone can connect. So you will see here that it says free message. Now, if you did have to use one of those InMails, it would say one of X amount you are using. You can always click that Y and it will explain within here why you'd be using a free message too, but just wanted to call that out. Now, with Premium, you also have access to utilize AI to draft your message to Todd. Clicking on Write with AI, we're going to go ahead and choose Introduce Yourself. So next, in a matter of seconds, we have our subject line added and the body of the message added here as well. You can even see that it has personalized it for us. So it adds in that we both know Felipe here. So adding that personalization in there is really going to grab Todd's attention, and the likelihood of having Todd respond back to us dramatically increases there. Now, let me go ahead and show you where you can access that InMail credit balance so you kind of know where you're sitting. Clicking on our Me icon, we're going to drop into our premium features. And this is going to take you into your premium page. Now, I know some of you mentioned maybe you're on Premium Career or a different subscription. No worries at all. You can always check that in your subscription details at the top of this page, and it's going to let you know within here. If you ever want to upgrade, you can click Manage Subscription and do that from here too. Here is where your InMail credits are going to be listed. So you can see Steve has 45 credits available to use. 15 new ones will be entering on the 17th, and 15 will be expiring on the 17th. The reason we have some expiring is because InMails do have a 90 expiration date. So just keep that in mind. And if you do not use them in a month's time, they are going to roll over to the next month. So the most with premium business that you can accrue is 45. All right, we are at a good check-in spot. Just want to see how we are doing before we hop into our last segment here. All right, perfect. So we're going to hit up our last section of features that are going to show us how to best equip us with ways to gain personalized topics and skills that matter to you as a senior leader. And this is going to include those premium company insights, creating a company page, and job insights. So we're going to make our way over into our jobs page. As we make our way over to the jobs page, I'm going to launch a poll. And if you could let me know, if you're a job seeker on today's call, what is top of mind for you for your job search? Go ahead and let me know over there. And if you are actively job searching, we do have that Job Searching Essentials webinar, and I'm happy to recommend for you to join us there. So I'm going to go ahead and add that registration link to the chat as well. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just talk through real briefly where you can access those top applicant positions. I'm going to go ahead and end our poll here. So if you'd like to take a look, we're going to go ahead and take a look here and end our poll and share our results. So for those of you that participated, many of you are looking into creating that eye-catching resume. That is very top of mind, important to you at this time. I'm going to show you how you can do just that coming up. Thank you so much for sharing there in that poll. So to access those top applicant jobs, as you scroll down a little bit on your jobs page, you're going to see this premium bar, this section where it says jobs where you're more likely to hear back. These are also going to be considered as your top applicant positions. So if we click into a position here, this is going to show you all your jobs where you are a top applicant. And on the right-hand side is going to be the position itself. Now, at the top, this is also going to give you a premium section where it's showing some AI-powered job assessments. So we can click on, let's say, am I a good fit? And this is where you can tailor your resume. So for those of you that are looking to create an eye-catching resume, I recommend to create the resume specifically for that position. So if you click tailor my resume, you can upload your existing resume and it will take you step by step utilizing AI to craft your resume for this exact role. So it's extremely helpful and beneficial to take a look through there. Next as well is a really great point in here is if we open this up, we can even ask what are the top skills for this role or what are the skills needed to learn for the role. And you can take that information and go into LinkedIn Learning to learn more about those skills needed for that role. So definitely play around with this AI-powered assessment at the top here. Now, let's say we would love to click in and view more about the company. At the top, we can click on the company page, and this will take us into the company here. So if you want to learn more about the company before applying, or maybe you want to partner with the company someday, viewing the company page is going to be so insightful. I recommend clicking that follow button so that way we can stay up to date on any new posts that are being generated. Um, it also allows you to stay up to date on what is happening, and they can see that you have taken a look into their company. And you also have insights. So this is unlocked for premium members. So you can take a look at total employee count, employee distribution, new hires, company alumni, as well as total job openings. So it definitely allows you to see in here the insights about the company before moving forward with the company, whether that is looking to work for them or to partner with them. Alrighty, perfect. Now, I know some of you are interested in learning how to create a company page, and we can see how well that can represent your organization on LinkedIn, as we just see here. It can help others learn more about your products and services you offer, as well as job opportunities. So I'm going to share this resource slide in the chat on how you can create your own company page. And that has just been dropped into the chat there. All right, perfect. The last premium product we're going to cover today is LinkedIn Learning. So to get to LinkedIn Learning, you are going to be able to access it where you see posted job on my end, or it is going to be located in the For Business within your apps here. So I'm going to go ahead and click into Learning. And within LinkedIn Learning, this is where we can start to begin. Let me change this language here. So with that being said, you do have so many languages to choose from. So if you'd like to change out the language, it's in the upper right. We have over 23,000 courses on here for all of you. So it makes it extremely easy and beneficial when you are looking to learn on those leadership topics and skills. We also have around 60 new courses added weekly. So we always have the latest and freshest content on here. Utilizing our AI tool at the top is going to be helpful so you can ask any type of question, any type of skill you're looking to learn. On the left-hand side, you will also be able to locate your library. So any courses you have in progress, saved, My Collections, and your learning history are all going to be located in your My Library. So definitely take the time to utilize LinkedIn Learning. You have the unlimited capability. And it is so beneficial. After you complete the courses, you can then add the certificate to your profile. So you are continuing to keep that profile up to date, showing those skills and what you're looking to learn towards. All right, perfect. We're going to go ahead and head back over to our presentation here. And just as a couple of next steps to keep in mind, since we have gone over quite a bit of information today, so first, we recommend to create a post, share with your network if you have not yet. Remember, you have that AI opportunity to utilize to rewrite your posts. It's going to help spark that inspiration. Take one LinkedIn Learning course this week. Find a professional skill you're working towards learning and set a goal to accomplish that. View your Who's Viewed My Profile. So take a look and see who has shown interest into your profile and reach out by using one of your emails. This is certainly going to increase your personal and professional brand and grow your network. And lastly, I encourage you to join a group on LinkedIn. Groups are great to interact with others that are passionate about the same topics as you and allow you to learn and grow from one another. Alrighty, so perfect. With that being said, we are now going to go ahead and hop over into our Q&A. And if any of you are hopping off early here, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have additional questions that come up later on, please feel free to reach out to us at our email, premium_onboarding@linkedin.com. And our team will be more than happy to help you with those questions. Please be on the lookout for that follow-up email as well. There will be that recording in there as well as additional resources. So very beneficial info coming that way. And then lastly, there will be a quick anonymous survey after we close out today. So if you have a couple of um, a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes to fill out that. We would love to hear from you there on if there's any missing pieces that you wish we covered today or how we did overall. Hearing from our members specifically definitely helps us better these in the future. Alrighty. Well, we are going to go ahead and kick off with our questions. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up our questions here. Okay, first question I am seeing is text content or video content, which fares better in terms of reach? So I would recommend video has been taking off pretty crazy on LinkedIn. I don't have the specific stats around it. I just know that it is going very well. So adding any type of video is definitely going to be beneficial. So when you can, or even add images to your text content is going to be beneficial as well. Let's see here, just taking a look through. Okay, let's see. Next question. Is it better to put an external link in your post or in a comment? So you can put the external link in your post, and then if someone's asking for additional context, you can always follow up in those posts as well with that link. Will you share some insights regarding the e-learning platform? So LinkedIn Learning is 100% involved with your premium subscription, so you can utilize that. 23,000 courses are added on there, and we are always adding new content every week. So be sure to be checking that out. Let's see. Does the rewrite with AI tool work in French? It should, if you have your profile in French, that should work. If it's not showing up, feel free to reach out to us on that. Is there any data around what time of day a week is better to post for engagement? So I would definitely recommend to take a look into that link I sent at the beginning here, and I can add that again towards the bottom. So let me just copy and paste that back down. And so I just added it into the chat. So that is going to give you best times to post on LinkedIn. It's a blog. All right, great questions here. How do I customize the featured information? So with the featured section on your profile, you can upload any type of information you're looking for to add there. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And if we head over to our profile underneath our featured section, here we are. You can add from the plus symbol, or you can click on the pencil to make any changes here. Is there a discount for premium? Feel free to reach out to us. I can get you in touch with our specific team on that. Do you recommend having your full name on the profile, first name or initial? So for our demo, we just added the first name and then last initial. Definitely comes down to your personal preference, which you would like. It makes it easier for members to locate you if you have first and last, but definitely your personal preference at the end of the day. Great question. So when I craft a resume using AI, isn't all resumes done in this way looking like the same? How is your best tip to differentiate, call attention to this to the C? So yeah, I completely understand when utilizing AI to help craft your resume, it's going to pull specific characteristics from your profile as well as taking into account the job description and information on the posting as well. So they are going to be different. They may be the same type of format. So if you're wanting to change up the format, you definitely can. And if you want to reach out to us, we can send you some examples that way too. Will the recording be emailed to you? Yes, you will have a copy of a recording sent your way. I see a few of those questions in here. Um, it will not be a this exact call. It will be a recording from a past one, but it's the same exact information. If you want the recording for this exact call, you can always email us and we can get that sent over to you. All right, we are over time just by a little bit, so I do want to respect everyone's time today. Any additional questions that did not get answered live today, the conversation does not have to end here. Please get those sent over to our team at premium_onboarding@linkedin.com, and we will be more than happy to get you assisted over there. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Happy middle of the week. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. And we have now concluded our session, leveraging LinkedIn as a leader. Thank you, everyone, so much. Take care.